Hey there. Welcome to Sounds Like Adventure. It's me, Jack. How you going? Sounds Like Adventure is a fully independent Australian actual play podcast, and you have tuned into Space Like Adventure. This is our current campaign, and it's a sci-fi campaign set in the world of The Expanse. I'm Jack, I'm your DM, and in each and every episode, I'm going to be joined by the following 5 wonderful people.
Hi, I'm Tess. Hi, she, her, my pronouns. I play Atea. She is a wannabe CEO who has nothing to lose anymore.
Hello, I'm Derek. He, him are my pronouns, and I play as Trevor, the former pro wrestling champion with the heart of gold.
Hi, I'm Jazzy. I use any pronouns, and I play Shrike, who is the resident young angsty belter trying to figure out where she belongs in life.
Hi, my name's Arlo. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing as Flint Bancroft, a former Martian naval officer with severe daddy issues.
Hi, I'm Jacob, he, him pronouns, and I play Mo, former beat cop and current drunken mess.
And me, I'm Jack, of course, the DM of this campaign, and my pronouns are he, him, and I play everyone else. So now you know who we are. Let's get into the real story. This is Space Like Adventure, a Sounds Like Adventure actual play all about a ragtag group of misfits overcoming their corporate overlords in The Expanse. Hey there, we're back. It's another episode of Space Like Adventure. Hey, it's me, Jack. How you going? Another great episode for you today, and we are so excited to be celebrating 1 year of Sounds Like Adventure this week. That's right, on Thursday this week, it is officially 1 year since the launch of the very first episode of the podcast. And if you missed it, we just reached Twitch affiliate status on the weekend. It's really exciting. And we had a special bonus stream where we played through the solo adventure of the Call of Cthulhu starter set. So this year, to celebrate a year of Sounds Like Adventure, we'll be continuing that stream. Join us as we continue to make Clifford, the big red dog, a viable character for Call of Cthulhu. And if you're interested in checking this out, but you can't make it to the stream, don't worry, the full video is going to be posted on our YouTube page. But today's episode. On the last episode, the crew finally landed on the asteroid 532 Herculina. They snuck through some old mining tunnels before accidentally setting off an explosion. And when we left off last session, they were about to make their entrance into the station. All right, let's see what happens. Olympus Mons, the largest mountain in the solar system, towers over the rocky expanse of Mars, the red planet. Deep inside the mountain is the largest city on Mars, or cities. There's many. And bored into tunnels and chambers is a thriving society built on ambition and military efficiency. And nowhere is that more present than Hecate Base, the main training base for the Martian Navy. The massive steel facility is built on the surface of the planet and visible from space. And 10 years ago, in a nondescript hallway, some Martian military recruits are being run through a breaching simulation. And standing in a group of recruits, looking much younger and wide-eyed, is one Flint Bancroft. So Arlo, what does Flint look like 10 years ago?
You suck. I think he completely shaved head all the way back, full military cut, still much weaker, not as chiseled in his muscular definition. But he's a little scrawny, shaved head little military recruit.
Is he Captain America before the super serum?
I think that's the perfect description of it. Yeah.
Right, cool.
So across from you is your best friend, you've gone through training together. What's their name?
I have this written that I sent. Drew or Doc Delaney.
They turn to you and they start to speak, and they say, "Well, all right, brilliant. This is what you've been waiting for. Time to show them what you got, eh, Captain?" And they smile. Then everything is eclipsed by a huge explosion. And we cut back to today. The 5 of you are standing outside the door to the secret facility hidden in the asteroid 532 Herculina. Flint, you haven't been sleeping and you've just had this flashback. You know the explosion didn't happen at that point, but most of your memories end that way. But before you can process what has happened, Mia comes over the comm. She says, "Hello, it's me, Mia. Do you read me?" Speaking to everyone.
Oh, we hear you, Mia.
Good. I was worried I wouldn't get through all that rock, but I wanted to check in. There was some type of explosion. Did you guys hear that?
Oh, I felt it, Mia. Seems like this old mine shaft has had a few security measures.
Oh, well, I've been trying to monitor the comms. Like I said, seems to be some type of comm lockdown, so I'm having a little trouble getting in, but I'm catching snatches of things, and they seem to be on alert for some reason. Seems like maybe even the explosion triggers something. They haven't made us yet, though. So I had a little trouble with the code, though. So I think, Shrike, with the role you made earlier, you wrote a quick little program for Mia to run here, to patch into the system and monitor the comms, basically. And she speaks up and says that code, Shrike gave it to me. It's not working. I can't seem to get through the ice. I think you should try and patch it in manually. Have a look out while you're in there. See if you can find some terminals and drop the program into it.
Can do.
Mia,
Yeah.
is this connection, is this communication line safe? Like, if you're hearing what they're hearing, it might be better if we kind of go find, I don't know, some sort of way to be more secure, or maybe not communicate at all.
We could keep comms silent, definitely. It's just I'm using the tight beam to come straight to you guys, so it can't really be intercepted, but if you're worried, I definitely can.
Anyone?
I mean, as long as we think it's secure, I'd say we keep it open.
I reckon it's
Wouldn't
okay,
hurt.
yeah.
Wouldn't hurt to have eyes in the sky, theoretically, that can see if the station goes on alert.
All right. But yes, if you could maybe find 3 terminals in the station, drop the code in there, that might help us figure out what's going on. We could keep tabs on the comms. Because right now, I don't know where you guys are unless you talk to me.
No worries. Can do that. Somebody update the quest book.
3 terminals. Got it.
We see a little HUD thing come up like terminals 03. All right, we all ready? Let's head in.
Can I just one last thing before you guys head in? I suggest you keep a low profile if you can. They haven't made us yet, but I'm in a bit of a vulnerable spot here. The ship doesn't have any guns. If they find me, I'm going to be in trouble. So if you can keep quiet as long as you can, I think it'd be best for all of us, especially me.
Yeah,
Me.
I don't think we're looking for a fight. So we're on the same page here, Mia.
Won't let the trouble get to you.
Not necessarily the same sentiment, but yeah.
All right, well, over and out severs the connection. So you guys are all currently outside the large door where there was an explosion at the end of the last session. And yeah, you found that the door was unlocked. So you guys ready to head in?
Before we go in, Trevor's going to chime in and just be like, now we don't want to use guns in here, so things are going to get probably up close and personal. Flint, I know you can handle yourself. You're good to go. Mo, do you still remember how to do the old fisticuffs if you can every now and then?
I think I can handle myself fine.
Good. Taya, have you still got your taser?
Yep. And that's all I need. No, nothing else.
Everyone knows that you've got a gun.
And my gun.
Great. So, Trevor, were you going to say something to Shrike as well?
Yeah, he's going to go, Shrike, how were you with like hand to hand? Have you got any form of close-up weapons?
She stares at him and she's like starts shaking her head frantically. He's like, I only have a gun. And I don't really know how to use it.
Trevor's going to reach behind his back and give Shrike the hammer.
The hammer?
If you get up close, use this. It'll help.
Thank you. Are you sure? I mean, I could probably just like stay behind you. You know, I don't.
Just in case anything happens, it's good to have a backup. I've got these, so I'm set.
Thank you, Trevor.
Flint will walk over to Mo. Perhaps it's best I lead this. Can't afford any more mistakes.
Look, give me a charge, buddy, but like I said over the comms, we're not looking for blood here. We're looking for information and get these people out safely. Okay? We need to protect these people.
Understood. And Flint's going to go as close to the door as he can and get in breach position.
Okay. Mo will follow up on the other side.
Great. Kess, are you with us?
I think so.
Yes. Everything seems to be good.
Yes. I follow Mar with my taser and my gun and I go zap zap.
Trevor and Shrike?
All good to go.
Great.
Oh, good.
The door slides open and you guys find yourself in a medium-sized storage room. Looks like rows of clothing on hangers. There's some boxes, other random items. Clicks in your mind that you're probably in the room marked storage, which is on the blueprint of the station that you have. There's an arrow that points like this way to mines. So, yeah. What do you guys do? You're in this room.
I think Mo and probably Flint as well, with sort of a bit of an unspoken nod, would canvass the room, both going opposite directions to sort of meet up at the other end, and just making sure there's no one in the room and that sort of thing.
Nice. So you make this practice movement. You guys sweep in. It's like doors and corners type of thing, checking all the spots where anyone.
Checking all spots.
Yep. And you don't find anyone in the room.
Okay. Cool.
In terms of people. But yeah, if you want to have a look around, see what's in here, feel free.
Yeah, I think once we realise the room is clean, Mo's going to quickly check for cameras as well.
No cameras.
No cameras. Beautiful. And yeah, following that, Mo just look at Flint and we're clear.
Flint's going to stand next to the next doorway with his gun ready, but just waiting. Just waiting.
Yep. I think.
Is there a terminal in this room?
No terminal in this room, but are you looking around the room?
Absolutely, I am. I'm a visual learner.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, and it's kind of like that storage kind of vibe. It's a little hard to pass everything immediately, just because there's so much stuff. But then it clicks eventually, and you're like, oh, there's like rows and rows of clothing racks in here.
Fashion time, yeah.
Have
Great.
a look at the racks?
Yeah, Jack. Absolutely.
So you find they are all the same type of generic jumpsuit. And on the front of it, you read it and it says Herculina Station.
Okay, great. I turn to everyone. I go, guys, I'm just, listen. There are outfits here. Okay. Outfits. Okay. People are going to question us. And I know that, we probably want to avoid detection. So I think makeover. I think we all put on a fun little outfit. I don't really love the kind of camo, but win some, lose some.
Yep. I think blend in and let's get through this in and out as quick as possible.
Are there sizes ranging for everyone, or are we going to struggle to fit some people?
There's a lot of suits in here. It looks like this is like the uniform room type of thing. So yeah, there's more than enough for everyone to find one that's going to fit them.
Beautiful.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My suit's
awesome. Yeah. I'll suit up, but I'll try and snatch it around my waist a bit. I'll see if there's a belt of some kind where I can
Okay. Give me a check for this to see if you can find a belt.
Okay.
What could you roll on this? There's a perception skill, isn't there, in this game?
Wait, could you use a seduction?
Can I use my business? It's a business belt.
Give me business, because you might be adept at looking at uniforms from being working
how to
in corporate
stand out in the workplace.
Yeah, you're man, I know where they always put the good stuff.
Okay.
So give me a roll here.
I rolled. What did I roll? I am 21, baby. This better be the nicest Gucci belt I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
With 6 stun points as well.
You find Sebastian Pope's belt.
So yeah, you're
It's truly, I'm invigorated because I know that I'm my mission is coming into fruition, and there's it's oh my God, if this reaches the higher ups, I'm gonna look so good when Mr. Pope meets me.
Yeah, so you've been around uniforms a lot. You've actually been a part of the distribution of uniforms sometimes when new starters come in. So you know that the HR people, they tuck away a few of the best bits and pieces. So you find everyone else is getting the mainstream uniforms. You find just a really nice one. It's well pressed. It's all good. It's not all good. Doesn't have all the fold lines all over it. It's not in the plastic bag type of thing. Yours
it's
is
steamed.
Fine. And you come across a belt where the other ones don't have belts, and it's here's the optional belt that most of the time the company doesn't spring for.
I imagine it's all of ours have random names on them of other people, and then you find one that has Atea written on it for some reason.
That is not canon. That definitely does not.
That would be crazy implications.
Yes, that would be cool, but it doesn't.
Okay. I'll suit up, and then I step out and I go, why is this kind of working for me? What do you think?
That's a nice uniform.
I know, right? It's hard to find things that don't suit me, really.
Gamara, just focus on the mission at hand.
This is on the mission at hand. Someone's going to look like they're in charge of everyone here, right?
If that makes you feel better.
No, I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying that if we're questioned, someone's going to look like they've got a head on their shoulders.
Okay.
No disrespect to you, Flynn, at all. You know me. I'm right in your corner. You call it, I'll do it.
Then let's go.
Okay. Aye.
I think Mo stands by the door ready with Flint again now. I would now Bancroft. I don't think the breach is necessary. We're now suited up. We probably look like we fit in. I think we walk in like we own the place and try and get as best as we can. I think that crouching around and sneaking is probably going to get us noticed.
It's a nice sentiment, Mo, but until we know what we're dealing with, I'm not listening to a word you say.
I think that's a fine way to get us in a bit of trouble here, Bancroft, and possibly get us killed. And I don't think you want this crew's blood on your hands, and neither do I.
Mo, did you see him before? He's fine with the blood on his hands. I would not worry.
Yeah, there's some lines that don't need to be crossed. Some of these people are probably just people with a job. They might not even know what's going on here. I don't think we go in indiscriminately killing people. That's not good on my conscience.
Just doing their job.
Quite possibly. Like you said, we don't know what we're dealing with.
Well, let's find out. Flint's going to go into the next room.
the door slides open. And you make your way outside. And you find yourself in a plain metallic hallway. It's painted white with a soft blue tinge, and there's a yellow line running down the center of the floor. You notice people moving about in groups, some by themselves. It's busy, like a workplace. And you see figures walking around in jumpsuits, like what you guys are wearing, a few people in lab coats. No one seems to notice the 5 of you in your Herculina Station uniforms. You just blend in with the hustle and bustle. And because you found the blueprint, you know that to your left, that's the main entrance. That's going to lead you out of the complex and into space, basically. And to your right leads to an intersection with 4 other rooms leading off of it. So what do you guys want to do?
I think we need to find these terminals and get me in on the information first, I assume. So, what do we think? Can I roll a security or check or something like that to see if I could just intuitively know where the terminals would be most likely placed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, beautiful. 17.
Yeah, 17. That'll do it. So I think you would think that Mia mentioned to you guys as well. It's like these don't have to be really big. Like these aren't necessarily crazy terminals or anything like that. You don't need to find some secret terminal. You just need to find a terminal that has network access to it. So that means you couldn't use like a door panel or something like that, essentially. So you're thinking like, where would terminals be, essentially? So you're like looking at the blueprint. You see one part that says lab, and that jumps out to you, obviously, because you guys are looking for scientists. So you think about that. Then you see another room called security. So security room, you think probably terminal there. There's a room called multi-purpose. Kind of hard to get a read on what that is based on that. And then the last one is called a viewing room. I think based on that, you're like, I reckon the terminals are probably in the rooms rather than in the hallways.
Okay. What do
I
you think?
say we split up and regroup later, because it's gonna look weird, all of us stuck together, walking around, not knowing anything. So if we split up, then if one person gets in trouble, the other person can help the other person out, and we'll just regroup. And then if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, and then we can help each other.
Agreed. Let's 2 by 2 and maybe
Agreed. Oh.
2 to the viewing room, 2 to multi-purpose as per the blueprint. What do you think, Flint?
Tay and I will go to the viewing room.
Yes, we will.
Sounds like a plan.
Okie dokie. Fun for me. All right, so who's going multi-purpose?
Trevor and Nelly.
Okay, great. So let's go to you guys first. So you guys head over to the room marked multi-purpose. And once you arrive, you find that the door is closed and it doesn't appear to be locked. But yeah, as I said, it's kind of hard to get a read on what is in the room based on just getting told it's a multi-purpose room.
Yeah, that's fine. I think, all right, Trev. Remember, just got to walk in like we own the place. We're supposed to be here. Yeah?
That?
I think that's the key here. We just we're supposed to be here.
Trev just opens the door.
Yeah.
Trev just walks in. It's like,
Yep.
Jimmy, this.
So the door slides open. A woman in a jumpsuit briskly walks right up to you and she starts to speak. Thank God you're here. The close quarters combat demonstration is starting now and the people are getting really antsy with this lockdown. And she points at Trevor and she goes, You must be the instructor. Big one.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Hey, and, you brought your own volunteer as well. Awesome.
I did,
Let's get underway. And she strides into the middle of what seems to be like a makeshift gym of some kind. And there's padded mats laid out end to end on the floor. There's a small group of people watching from around the edges. And the woman starts to speak. She says, all right, thanks for your patience, everybody. Despite the lockdown, we're still getting underway with the demonstration. I'll remind you, this is not an interactive demonstration, merely a display by a master practitioner. So I'd like to present you with your instructor now. And she looks down at a card and she goes, hard body rock jaw.
and she gestures over to Trevor.
That's me, hard body, as I'm slapping the mats.
Crowd starts applauding.
He's a quality. He's a good mats.
But while this is happening, can I just quickly look around the room, see if there's a terminal, like easily accessible terminal?
There is a terminal, yes.
Okay, cool.
It's on the far side of the room.
It's just noted for now, not doing anything. Yeah.
What was her name again?
She didn't give a name. She just came in and grabbed you. You'd have to ask her.
What was your name? Sorry.
My name, it's Margaret.
Margaret. Can I call you Marge?
Sure. Yeah, Marge is fine. So yeah, you've been thrown into this situation now. Crowd appears to think that you are this hard body rockjaw character. So you're going to have to keep up this ruse or risk the people figuring out that you're not supposed to be there. So what do you do as she introduces you first?
I can start, like slapping the mats, flexing, doing like a bit of stretching. You always got to stretch and warm up before you do any form of physical combat training or anything like that. Number one rule, first tip, guys, write that down.
Mo's like trying to follow along, but you can see that he's like a little bit behind because he's just watching Trevor and trying to emulate.
Okay, great. And then the rest of you guys, you went to the viewing room, rather?
Yeah,
Great.
Flint and Atea.
Shrike?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know where Shrike's going.
Yeah,
where did you go?
Flint
I don't
would have
know.
come and got Shrike.
Yeah, okay, Shrike,
think-
you came as well. Is
When
that
Mo
okay?
said split into twos, I think she just stood there. Is like, are you just gonna leave me? Standing there like a lost puppy, just like, guys, where am I going?
Flint comes back.
Thanks.
No one gets left behind, Shrike, with me.
Oh, I don't know if I feel good about that because you're kind of
Yeah.
scary right now. But
Yeah, that's not as endearing
Wait.
as it should be.
Is Flint reaching out his hand to them?
Oh, I think it would have been a reach up, grab the shoulder there because Shrike towers over Flint.
Right.
Keep forgetting that dynamic every time I talk,
No.
but it's still funny to me.
Can I hold? Can I hold Shrike's hand?
yeah,
Come on.
I think she'll just look down and goes, "This feels almost demeaning. I feel like maybe I should have been left alone. I'm not a child."
I love
You
how
got-
we
you got-
I love how we forgot Shrike, but Shrike's the only one who's supposed to be able to put the stuff in the
have the
terminals.
ability.
You got Flint on one side, you got Tay on the other. Let's go, family dynamic.
You guys all have the access to the code. I'll say that.
Okay,
It's been
cool.
distributed to all of your terminals. So you
Older
might
Older
need
brother,
to-
older sister duo.
Oh God.
All right, so over to you guys now. Tone shifts are going to be wild here, by the way. You make your way over to the viewing room, and when you enter it, you find it empty. Seems like it's some sort of break room. There's a large window with a view of space outside. And inside the room, you spot a terminal towards the back.
Okay. Great. Well, we have a little tech whiz with us. So, Shrike, why don't you go for it?
Oh, I guess okay. Would I just roll technology or something?
Yeah, so you guys go up to the terminal, connect in with it. You notice that it contains some generic information on this area of the solar system. See a breakdown of the mineral components of the asteroid. Seems like this is probably like a holdover from the previous setup when it was still a mining operation. But the terminal does seem to still be connected to an active network. So I'd say for like Flint and Shrike, you guys are probably pretty engaged in this. Since Flint is very motivated in getting this job done as soon as possible. But Atea, I think you would notice something over in the corner of the room that only you would notice. There's a small cabinet built into the floor. And it's painted this really specific shade of red that you haven't seen anywhere else inside the
My
complex.
favorite shade.
So
Excellent.
Flint and Shrike are off doing their business over there. Do you go check this thing out?
Without a doubt. I'm gonna see if I can kind of skulk away quietly.
Wonderful. So, yeah, you sneak over to this little cabinet and it's like in the corner of the wall. You're like, do you open it?
Yeah, I'll go over and I'll. Is it like a cabinet that I've like
It's like
built
on the floor.
in a way
You
that
have
I've
to like put your
seen
hand
before?
into it and pull it open.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I will do that.
Okay, cool. So you do that, and if you were more of a ship person, you would have recognized that it wasn't a cabinet, that it was like actually a concealed lever. And suddenly a wall of thick plexiglass slams down, separating you from Flint and Shrek.
Love it.
Hello.
And
Finally, guys, you can run from her.
Oh my god.
And as that happens, an alert pops up on the terminal that Shrek and Flint are looking at. And it says, emergency switch triggered. Venting observation area. Stand clear.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end part 1. Oh no. Atea's found herself in a little bit of trouble. And looks like the guys have split the party here. Uh-oh. Was that the right move? Well, hey, you'll have to find out in the next episode of Space Like Adventure. And to make sure you don't miss the episode, head over to the podcast app that you're listening to this on right now and press subscribe, follow the show, whatever option you have on the app that you're listening to. And don't forget, this week is the 1-year anniversary of Sounds Like Adventure. So this Thursday, we'll be going live with a very special bonus stream to celebrate. Join us as we continue to try and make Clifford the Big Red Dog a viable character for Call of Cthulhu. And if you can't catch the stream, don't worry, there'll be a video on our YouTube page of the whole thing. All right, with all that in mind, I'll catch you in the next episode of Sounds Like Adventure.